Hi, my name is Michelle and I am a dietitian with Erie County Senior Services, and I want to talk about cleaning your way to a safer kitchen. So why is having a clean kitchen so important? Foodborne illness is a major cause of both illness and death. Each year nationally, there are over 127,000 hospitalizations and over 3,000 deaths. We will talk more about a foodborne illness in a moment. Everyone is at risk for foodborne illness, but senior citizens are at an increased risk because unfortunately our bodies start to slow down. With this, we have a decreased immune function, we have changes in our stomach and GI tract, we tend to eat less, which may cause many different problems, and some may have a medical condition or take a medication that can put us at higher risk. Here are a few types of bacteria that can cause foodborne illness. As you can see, there's potential for bacteria to be in any of the food that we eat. Here are a few more bacteria that can cause foodborne illness. Although you may not remember the name of the bacteria or which food has which bacteria in it, a common symptom of a foodborne illness is diarrhea. Excessive diarrhea can lead to many other health problems, one being dehydration. We are always saying to make sure you're getting plenty of fluids. Well, that's because dehydration can lead to many other health concerns. You can fall, break some bones in your body. Your electrolytes can become unbalanced, like your sodium and your potassium. These lead to many other major issues that can cause hospitalization or even cause death. The main thing to remember about these bacteria is that we don't want them, so we need to be very careful with the food that we eat and store. How can we avoid a foodborne illness? Simple, by following a few steps. Wash our hands, often throughout the day, but especially before touching food. Keep all kitchen surfaces clean and even sanitized. Keep your cold food cold and hot food hot. Once you finish cooking your food to the proper temperature by the use of a thermometer to know, you want to chill it as quick as possible. This may require you to transfer it to a shallow container for quicker cool down. You want to keep raw foods separate from ready-to-eat foods to prevent cross-contamination. Talking about cross-contamination, you want to be sure to use a different or a cleaned knife and cutting board when you are cutting raw foods and ready-to-eat foods. I find it best to have a separate cutting board just for your meats and one just for your produce or ready-to-eat foods. Okay, like I said, you want to make sure that you have a thermometer to check the temperatures of your food while cooking. Your poultry, your leftovers, and your casseroles, you want those to come to 165 degrees. Ground meats, eggs, egg dishes, those are okay at 160. Beef, pork, veal, lamb, whether it's a steak, a chop, or a roast, any fish or shellfish, ham, whether it's fresh or smoked, those are okay at 145 degrees. You want to make sure that you're eating any of your ready-to-eat foods like sandwiches or salads that you might buy at the store as soon as possible. No more than 2, maybe 5 days at most. You want to rinse your produce thoroughly. Does that mean that you need to use bleach or soap or any of those expensive fruit and vegetable washes? No. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say that it's okay to just use water. If it has a thicker skin on it, you may want to use some friction. Even if you're not going to eat the skin, like say on melons, you still need to make sure that you are washing them because your knife going through may have bacteria on it from the skin, so therefore you want to get rid of any bacteria that may be on there. And the last thing I will talk about on this will be don't eat high-risk foods. Make sure that your milks and your juices are all pasteurized. Don't eat raw fish. Don't eat raw meats or undercooked meats. Make sure you use those temperatures. Try to avoid raw sprouts or soft cheeses like brie and feta. We talked about keeping bacteria out of our food. Now let's talk about keeping bacteria out of the kitchen. First, you want to clean the surfaces to remove any debris. Hot soapy water works best for this. Then you need to sanitize the surfaces. You can make your own by taking a tablespoon of bleach to a gallon of water, or you can use undiluted white vinegar heated to 130 degrees, or there's even the sanitizing sprays and wipes for the kitchen like Clorox and Lysol. The other thing you want to do is to change your dishcloths daily. Use a clean one every day. Wet cloths are the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. If you use a dish sponge, you want to change those often. Between changing them, though, you can put them into the dishwasher and sanitize them that way. How about that refrigerator? Weekly, you want to take inventory of what's in there. I find it best on garbage day. You want to toss out any leftovers that you may have. You want to clean the shelves with hot soapy water. Don't forget to rinse. You want to make sure that you clean your spills up right away, of course. And then your kitchen sink and your garbage disposal. Those need to be cleaned and even sanitized 1 to 2 times a week. The next few slides are going to tell you how long you can keep food in your refrigerator, your freezer, and your pantry. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a few things. Let's review some key points. 1, you want to make sure that you are washing your hands Wash your counters, wash your utensils, wash your cutting boards. Don't forget the produce, your fruits and vegetables. Make sure that you sanitize your counters. Keep cold food cold, hot food hot. Use that thermometer when you're cooking to make sure that you're getting food to the proper temperature. And don't forget to inventory your refrigerator, your freezer, and your pantry. Thank you.